Item number 11, City Council reports. Councilmember Cleveland.
Yes, had a meeting with the Housing Authority this past couple of weeks. And again, we had a couple of the family self-sufficiency members learning how to or get themselves and help up and hand out instead of a handout, that are no longer on the rolls. They're full taxpayers, no public assistance of any kind. We had 2 more graduates. This is the biggest year we've had on it. I think we're going to end up with somewhere between 18 and 20 people that are going to graduate from it this time. And these people are very grateful. They are the best salespeople to get other people to do that in the housing authorities, to instead of just sitting there, get out there and become participants and move themselves up. Also, I do have one other item that I was asked to, I guess, do a presentation for Yuba City and what's going on and stuff like that. And the staff put together, you guys probably got it in your email or a copy now in your mail box, but it's Kawan I presented the November 12th current projects, a little document here, and hopefully we will continue to do this. Whenever we notice a significant difference in what's being presented, that will update them, and something we can hand to the citizens and keep it in our vehicles, and some talking points and pictures and stuff that will, we can be able to have a document and hand it to them. And because people really like to have things in their hands, and they were extremely pleased that that was there. So that I have nothing else.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Didball.
We had 2 of our meetings, which was the Yuba City Unified School District Government Liaison meeting. In that, it was pretty much regular business. The areas that stood out in that meeting were the future improvements to Berry School as well as Terra Buena. And then also the subject that came up before, which was approximately the 300 children that on Friday, when they leave school, is their last meal until they come in back on Sunday. So there is a program that has been already in place where groceries are given on Friday so that they have food over the weekend until they get back to school on Monday. The food, that program has now been extended to where they're looking to do the dinner also on Friday before they leave, and then give them food on the weekend, groceries, to help them get. One of the things that was brought up, that even though they are getting these groceries, they actually don't have any protein. So it's more of your, carb foods, cereals, things like that. So the protein is still not there. And that's very important for the growth of these kids. So I'm still trying to put our minds together to see what else we can do and to expand those programs, hopefully through other entities that we have in our community. So I know we can do it. So it's important. But those are the 2 items that really stood out for me in that, and Councilmember Buckland, if he has anything to add on. We also had the transit meeting, and that was pretty much a very, very short meeting, just regular business. So not much to discuss there.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Gill.
First of all, I just want to say thank you to all the council members for attending the Veterans Day Parade. I think it's always nice to see that from the city of Yuba City, all 5 council members are represented, and not only at this community event, it seems like quite a bit of them, that we're the only contingent that there is always representation compared to the other agencies where they get 1 or 2 and none at all. So it's kind of says a lot. Other than that, we have not had a Sutter Buttes Flood Control Agency meeting. It is tomorrow. We have continued to meet as chairman of the board for the Sutter Buttes Flood Control Agency. It seems like we've been going head to head with the Indian tribes. So I've asked for a meeting with the head chief from one Indian to the other Indian to be had within the next 2 weeks, so we can get some resolution and some closure. Because they continue to put obstacles and hurdles in our way to continue, prolong our process so that we can continue to finish what we need to get done in 2016, because there's still some gaps in that area that we've got to get done, and we cannot get those gaps done without their approvals. And it seems like we're kind of a ping pong between 3 different facets between the Indians and the United Auburns, and so we've just asked for a direct face-to-face meeting to clarify some stuff. So we're hoping that'll get done within the next 2 weeks and get some outcome out of that. And so we'll every day there's some kind of meeting going on. So we'll have more to report after the next city council meeting.
Yes. All right.
That's all I got.
Vice Mayor Buckland.
Yeah, Yuba City Unified School District meeting, other than what was already addressed by Council Member Ditball. One of the things that was brought up, and actually I brought it up, was I saw a product put out by Sutter High School. Has nothing to do with Yuba City Unified, so don't think that I'm wandering too far off base here, but it was a piece of metal work that was done for Sutter County. It was a bicycle rack that depicts the buttes and has Sutter County cut into it, and it was done in one of their metal, I can't call it a shop anymore, it's metal lab of some sort. Absolutely remarkable piece of work done by a high school and high school students. And I would encourage us as a government to support our schools in every way we can, and possibly work to find out what kind of products can we bring forward to promote the city of Yuba City through our 2 high schools and through their different classes, and certainly support the students' efforts to produce high quality work, just like what I saw. And I'm talking, this looked like a professional piece that would come out of any high-end metal shop. Transit, one thing to note is apparently we have a need for new buses, and don't be shocked if you see some orders coming forward. They're trying to buy these buses through a joint agreement with another agency, so we can get the prices down. And we keep being promised that Connect Card is coming. Connect Card was supposed to start about 18 months ago. There's been some snafus with it. They are now talking possibly February for Connect Card. A lot of the policies and things that are currently in play through Yuba Sutter Transit are really connected to the Connect Card. So this last piece needs to fall into place, and I think it will be a highly efficient operation at that point. Attended the Regional Waste Management, and as many of you have probably been, have seen communication regarding green waste. The recommendation from the board at the RWMA is to award a contract to Sloan Vasquez for $10,000 to look at alternatives to the on-site mitigation of the water quality issues related to the collection of green waste at the Marysville site. And so they're going to look at alternatives like Green Solutions and some other folks within a 30-mile radius to be able to reduce the costs and ongoing costs with recology related to that, and hopefully saving possibly ratepayer money. And then yesterday attended the Government Relations and Personnel meeting at SACOG. Just a reminder, we have Region Rising coming on Thursday. It's an all-day event down at the Convention Center in Sacramento. We anticipate 1,200 attendees, great speakers will be available and talking, and for those of the public that are coming along for free, there's a lunch involved, but we'll be there all day. So look forward to, and I believe that Yuba City has 14. We are the winners at SACOG for the most staff and attendees out of any of the region's members at SACOG. So we've done well. Also received a update on cap and trade related to affordable housing. the funds available through that have increased by about 300% from the first allocation to now. So we'll be looking at opportunities for tapping into some of those grant funds as that money becomes fully available and available for consideration. So that's all I have.
All right, just to clarify, that's on Friday, correct? The Region Rising?
I'm sorry, it's on. Yeah, it's on
People
Friday.
to be confused on what day it's on Friday.
I'm on a I'm in another meeting down there on Thursday
All right.
evening, and it's on Friday. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, last week attended the ribbon cutting for the SBDC at the Yuba Sutter Chamber, which now gives them another tool in the toolbox to help small businesses with SBA loans and other training and classes available. So it was good to see that. It's kind of been running in the background, but it's now official that we are the Yuba Sutter hub for that, and it was good to have that back up and running here in our community. And then attended the mosquito vector meeting last Thursday also. Kind of a year-end report. We ended up with, looks like it will be a total of 5 human cases here in Sutter County. We were quite fortunate. Yuba County ended up with 8, I believe it might be 9. But just to our north, Butte County had 53 cases, human cases of West Nile virus, and Glenn County had 19. So it's very important, and the slight difference of how we treat mosquitoes versus how they do it, where we do the aerial spraying, has made the big difference of that. So you swat yours?
I swat my mosquitoes.
Well, good. But a total of 512 human cases this year in the state of California, so it was quite high. So another thing just to keep in mind is we're out in the evening hours and so on. And then attended a Sutter Butte's flood control meeting this morning, a different one that we will have tomorrow, but this was to discuss the properties down on 2nd Street and the options that we have for how we are going to deal with the encroachments that are in the levee and so on, and was very pleased with the creativity that they came up with to be able to do this without having to acquire a lot of property to do it, and getting Central Valley Flood Protection Board and DWR to buy into this was nothing short of a miracle. So it's good that we have good creative people with the Sutter Butte's Flood Control Agency, the administration, and they do some great things for us. So with that, on Friday morning also there is the Chamber Business Connection meeting, our breakfast, which will be at Peachtree for the State of Beale breakfast. An update on that, but I know you're going to be heading south. But
Hard to make both.
Understand. Well, I'm going to try and do a little bit of both. Might be late to the one. So, all right, with that, that's all I have to report. Meeting is adjourned.